Hey guys, and welcome back to another Sapiens gameplay. Now it's been a pretty long time since I've played this game. Now we're going back to our roots, which was when I first started this YouTube channel, and that was back in August, I think it was. I created my first ever Sapiens video, and that was all due to because Dave Frampton put up one of my worlds in like a tweet of his. So I'm actually going to show you that world now, because I've only shown you like snippets of the world, but I thought may as well, you know, go back and do a little tour. So now you're probably wondering what this is over here is. I was just trying to dig this mountain. So I was trying to see if I can level this mountain down to ground level. So that's what I was trying. It wasn't really successful. It took a while. But anyway, let's get to our map. Now, let's just press M so you can see our world. Alright, now this is our village all here. However, we do actually... I have actually gone across the river. And I don't know what's happening right now. What's going on, guys? What's wrong with the map? Okay. Not sure what's happening. Alright, so let's zoom out. There we go. Alright, so this is our little village over here. And we did actually venture out to this side. And this is pretty much where I found like pumpkins and other stuff. But then I did manage to take my villagers all the way up here, just so we can get like some other stuff like the birch trees and the aspen trees. And later on, I actually realized that... in here there were apple trees too, so yeah, I pretty much got as much as I can. And down over here is where I probably maybe here is where I found willow trees. Anyway, let's go back to our map. Now, nice textures, beautiful. I don't know why it's taking so long to like load in. Anyway, so let's go into our world. Alright, let's start from the beginning. Now, the beginning is not here. The beginning is here. And this is what we're after. Now, for some reason I can't go down. Everything is taking really long to load. So, I don't know what's up with that. Apologies, guys. Maybe I need to restart my PC or something. Anyway, this is the heart of our village. This is where everything started. I'm just going to put the volume up on my end. Alright, so our villagers sit down here. This is photos where you've seen the haircuts was here. People were sick, and you saw a photo like somewhere like over here and all that. But this is pretty much where it all started. Now, I've got a lot of everything. So for example, if we click on this flax, we select, you can see there's, if I select everything, there's 737. Why do I have all this? No reason, just because. You can see there's quite a lot of banana trees. I've got my orange trees over here, a lot of pumpkins, and this is where I've got like, yeah, sunflowers, raspberries, gooseberries, and these beautiful babies over here are my coconut trees. We've got our willow trees all over here, and I don't know if my pet is still here. Now I call him my pet. Yes, this chicken. This chicken is stuck on this bench and has been on this bench since September last year. Oh, I keep saying last year. It's still 2022. So since September, this chicken has been here. Alright, water texture is beautiful as ever. Now, you might notice that I created this little land bridge over here. And I closed it off because I didn't want any mammoths coming in. I've also got over here just a regular bridge because I don't know if mammoths will ever come by. But, my land is encased with a thatched wall going all the way around. I do have some thatched doorways. Alright, so I can get out different places, like there's another one and all that. However, like, it is pretty big. Like, for example, it goes all the way to the water and into the water, so they can't, like, mammoths cannot go around it. And it encases all of this here. Now, this was pretty big for me at the beginning of the game, and I thought that's as big as I need it. We don't need anything bigger than that. Another tribe spotted. Actually, let's see how many villages we got. It's probably 90 something. 110. Okay, we had a lot more. It's just that they end up dying. Alright, so yeah, so we needed a lot of like trees and everything, so I just planted everything crazy, and then because pine trees cannot grow a certain distance, I end up like planting a lot of bamboo. So if I just click on one, you can see 669. Alright, now this is nice. Alright, so you can see this. It looks beautiful, like when you're just going through it, you know. My pine and bamboo grove. Now, I end up creating this little area, like near the end. Pretty much after this here. However, let's just take a look at my village from here. So we've got the little docks area, and I know fishing and all that's meant to be introduced later on. I'll just give you a quick little example. This is from let's go to the roof, scroll, and then I can scroll down. Okay, so if we click here, crafting, if we go to a spear, you can see here used for hunting, fishing, and combat. So fishing's not in this game yet, however, it will get introduced later on. So that's how I knew that, you know, we're going to be needing it. But yeah, so I've got my little dock area here. People can sit down or whatever, wait for boats, if boats ever get introduced to this game or anything like that. Because I did build on an island once, and to get my Sapiens across the land, you had to swim. And same thing with here. If I want my Sapiens to go across over here, depending on where it is, they'll rather just swim. So even though I've got this bridge here, if I select them to come over here and grab all these rocks, they might actually just walk this way and then swim across, you know, instead of using the bridges or anything, you know, and then they complain that they're wet. Anyway, so I've got a lot of resources. So you can see I made this massive log building thing, and you can see here all these split logs. Let's just go to F2. Let's go to my resources. Okay, so beetroot seeds. There we go. Look at all those beetroots I've got. Branches is low. What else is here? Flax twine. Alright, and that's twine, so that means there are people that actually made all of this. You know, I've got all these 5 bricks and everything. We've got nothing here. That's scary. As I said, I haven't played this in a long time. Look at all our large rocks. And okay, we've got a lot of split logs. Now this was well over like 4,000, 5,000 before I built all these like split log walls and everything. Look at all those stone hatchets, you know, that's nice. I wish I could like trade all my stuff from one save to another. A lot of tiles as well. Now, and 123 wool skins. Now, so we've got quite a lot of stuff here. Now, if we were to go through from here, everything inside is just, you know what, let's go through like that. Everything is just barren, empty. We can go up. Now, if you're wondering how to build up here, you're gonna need to have like staircases, so they can build at the top. And anyway, so there's that level, there's this level here, nothing as well. You can go down here to the bottom level and exit and everything. However, up here, let's just zoom all the way across. We can, oh, we can't go out. Oh, we gotta go up. Okay, so up is, my bad. Okay, up is from the outside. So let's go down. Let's come up here. And then we've got this little upstairs seating area. It's pretty nice. You know, I like it. However, there's nothing on the inside of all these places. Alright, as I said, I was just building, you know, just using our resources. So this is our beetroot grove, and when I mean a lot, look how many beetroot, these are seedlings, so we just taken them all out. Alright, there's quite a lot. Okay, this is probably why my game is like lagging to the max. Alright, in here is where we have heaps of split logs. Now, to be honest, I had more sticking out, and that's where they'll like came, because I had all these areas here just crafting split logs, and I had no clue why. I was wondering why we're running out of logs all the time, so I kept on like planning, chopping, not really realizing that our sapiens were actually building all of this all along. If we go up here, we've got our little, I don't know why these guys sit the wrong way, you know. I think there might be a front direction to the bench and one direction facing, which is back. But I wish when you like build, say if I press B, I wish there was like an arrow indicating which way is the front, you know, so then when my sapiens sit, they don't sit backwards, you know. Yeah, so that's this little thing here. We've got some sleeping beds, quarters here, and if we go up, there is nothing. Now, I really don't like that the trees can go through the walls. I hope in a future update, you know, the trees cannot do that. Now, I probably mentioned all these things in previous videos. However, it's been so long since I made a Sapiens video that I can't remember what I've said, you know. This is our main area here, and I still stick by my style of like putting things, you know, in certain places. Like here I've got all my generic stuff. Look at all those flax twine. Nice. All right, over 2,000 right here. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, somebody went a little bit crazy with all the stuff, and this is where all the food goes and everything, you know. Here's another storage area, and if I go out, you can see it's nearly completely with all split logs. What's this? Is this all the hatchets? 215 of them. Balafons, there's 6 of them there. Alright, that's a full pallet of bricks. Alright, so you can see there's quite a lot of stuff. Alright, we've made like a brick house here, and same thing. I remember the brick walls used to be bigger. I mean, the windows used to be a lot bigger, and now with the update, they're smaller, which is a lot better, you know. However, the bricks are like, I feel they're too big, you know. If they were a little bit smaller, it'll be even better. And another level here, and you can look out here and then come out, and here's another level. And if you go through here, this is where it joins up, and then there's, whoa, just zoomed really fast, and here's like the chieftain's sanctuary. I haven't put anything in though. And if we go down, we've got some bedding over here, quite a lot to be honest. Now I can't get out. The next cabin has got nothing, but oh my god, I can't even do anything. Down here we've got storage areas, and you can see there's more stuff being stored underneath outside. Let's just go there quickly. Over here, and if we go up, you can see more sleeping quarters over here. If we exit, we've got our wheat fields. I'll just zoom out so you can see a little bit better. And then around here is, so originally in my build, I had, as when I started, I put right over here like a couple of lines of like thatched roofs as like tents, you know. So that's where our sapiens were sleeping, and then straight after that I ended up building this cabin over here. Now this raised cabin has storage underneath, which, oh surprise, it's got more split logs. Alright, and that's a lot of drums, wooden drums. Alright, and Yeah, and then yeah, so this is where I put all the sleeping beds and all that. And I had woolskin beds here. Not sure why I put them in. I think because I had a lot of woolskins, I wanted them. I wanted to actually like use them up and all that. As I've never played a winter biome at that point in time, I had no clue what the different beds were for and all that. So, you know, after playing the winter biome, it's like, oh, I understand now. You know, so that's all here. Um, Now we've got different type of trees here, and then this is where the outside area here is. Now, if we go across here, and we just keep going, we enter a little area here, which is the back alley. However, this is the main entrance here, and if we go through the main entrance, you can see like there's heaps of cabins. There's a little cooking area here where you sit down. The ambience is really nice at night. So, hey, what happened? Oh yeah, there. I was wondering what happened to the tribe. Anyway, let's select the tribe. Let's see if somebody can come get them. Oh, there looks like 3 villagers. All right, let's recruit. Let's see if anyone come. Oh, someone is. Okay, nice. All right. So I can see here there is elderberry. Now in this build, I have not done anything with flowers or anything like that medicinal stuff. As you can see here, nothing has been. I haven't gotten anything. All right. Actually, tribe roles. That's it. Yeah. So we haven't even attempted that. Everything else is unlocked except for medicine. All right. So we got 3 new sapiens in our tribe. Beautiful. Now, once I actually did all of this, we actually were running out of food. So there was some orange trees here, and this, believe it or not, was like quite a hike from there to here. Now, it doesn't look like it because it's all in one, like, community, you can say. And there was no paths at the time. But just to get my sapiens here took pretty much like nearly a day, you know, getting their food and everything. So that's why we built like a little storage here. This is all soil or large rocks. My bad. And, you know, I was pretty much loving it. Then, obviously, we need more storage. And then we end up, well, I end up building over here. And this is my first little, like, village. So let's speed time up really fast, just so we can get to night, you know. And then we've got this little village here. Now, this is where I really started, like, mixing around with placing everything everywhere. So it wasn't like the main village, which was, as you can see, you know, wheat, oranges, coconuts. You get what I mean. You know, raspberries, gooseberries, bananas. You know, it wasn't all like uniform. You know, so here's my little pyramid thing. And yeah, I eventually found apple trees. So apples were the latest, you know, things to place in. So I had nowhere to put it. So I was like, let's just shove it out here. So they're still growing. And then, yeah, some more places for people to cook things. And then was able to place beds here. Now, there's not a bed here because when I had a bed there, a sapien would actually be popping out through the wall here, and they will be stuck there until they died of starvation. So they couldn't move or nothing. The only way I could get rid of them is if I click this and remove that, and then another sapien comes to disassemble this. But yeah, that sapien would be stuck. You know, they could go into the bed to sleep, but they couldn't, you know, stand up and be free. So this was the next place, and as you can see, it's starting to get dark. It looks nice with all the torches and everything, you know. Quite like it, you know. It's unique, it's different, you know, and you know, I just wish that, you know, the sapiens, when they form their families, they can go, like, I can assign them, okay, this is your house, you know. But I guess that's a future update type of thing, you know. And out over here, I had my little bamboo forest here, which needed the branches, I tell you. Now, this little clearing here, as you can see, it just looks like grass. And let me tell you, this was a massive hill that I cut down into to stone, right? And to be honest, it was like, I can't really like point, but if that's the you know what, I can actually, if I go here, okay, so you can see how the ground is this high. It was actually probably up to here, up to there, so it was pretty high, you know. And I managed to drop it down to get clay and all that. You can see the different heights in the terrain and all that. And then I was like, you know what, this quarry looks ugly, so I started like getting on the soil, putting it back in, and that's essentially how I got a lot of rocks, you know. Unfortunately, a lot of mammoths tend to roam here, and that was actually a downfall of this wall, which was, if I was in, like, let's just say this part of the village, you know, because my village is so big, mammoths could actually spawn inside the wall. So it was a proximity thing. So the mammoths spawn to proximity of where you are, you know. So yeah, it was kind of a, you know, it's sad to see that mammoths could be in here injuring my villagers and all that, because you think it's a sanctuary. Anyway, moving on, I end up finding, as you can see here, I've got a lot of tall pines. I think there's 8 or something. Let's select them. Oh, I got 10. Beautiful. Alright, and that was all because of this one here. Now, when I started going to the quarry and everything, I noticed that this pine tree was larger than everything, and there was another one which was over there. Now, I don't know if I can zoom to it, but yeah, there it is. Once the map loads, I'll pop up above the ground. It's just taking extra long right now. I don't know, maybe because I haven't played this map in a long time, so nothing is being like cached, so to speak. Alright, and then, so this is another tall pine I found, and same thing, I can't gather the pine cones. So, you know what it is? I think it's a matter of you getting close to these pine cones, and then it starts to generate the pine cones, the large pine cones, you know. So even though I see this tree, I've never collected from it, and it never has allowed me to do anything. Now, you might notice that there's a little village over here. Let's zoom this way. So I'm pointing on my screen, you can't see that. Alright, but if I just click here, oh, you can't even see now. Okay, so if I click here, oh well, there's a better view. Alright, so you can see over here I've got my village, a little tribe thing, and you can see like a long path to get all the way over here. Now that's a day's hike, you know, but with that path it's not so much. And that, if you think about it, from here to this village here, that's quite a distance, you know, quite a distance. Anyway, everyone is over here. Oh, that's the main village. Yeah, okay. Alright, so, and then I started, because I had the resources, I was like, you know what, let's, oh my god, hurry up, load in. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then, you're like stuck? What's going on? Alright, and I'm not doing anything, am I? No. I don't know why everything's lagging. And why is this... There's an extra wall. Okay. And then I started building out this little peasant type of area, you could say. It's not that bad. It looks pretty nice. And there's all these trees and everything. They've got little fruits and veggies here, which they can harvest and eat. Another little mini wheat field. I was planning to expand. However, once you play one map and you get it as big as you like, you kind of get bored of it. And that's sad, because the fun is, you know, creating all these levels, like the builds and everything, and enjoying it. But then once it gets to a certain point, you're like, I'm kind of sick of it, you know. And it's unfortunate to say, but yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. I was enjoying building all of these buildings and everything and stuff. But then it just got to a point where I was like, you know what? I'm okay. I can move on. I can start from scratch. You know? So I wish there was something to entice you to keep building. Like, if you think of like games like Age of Empires, how you can upgrade your civilization through like town centers, you know, from the Stone Age to the Bronze Age, and you know, all that type of stuff, you know. But yeah, I created like this longhouse. Now I didn't think of it as a longhouse. I thought of it more as, you know, one of those Oriental, Japanese, Chinese types of buildings, you know. And so I created an entrance, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I eventually wanted to make this my main area. However, my Sapiens had other intentions. They just wanted to stay where they were. You know, and my tribe actually did split up into 3 different groups at a point. So yeah, there's an upstairs area here. Look at that, it's getting night. Beautiful. Let's just check. Oh yeah, it's just playing normal speed. Alright, and that pretty much covers everything over here. Now, on the other side of the map, once we get out here, this little path was the first path I created to go over here, and this is a long distance because when I play games, I'm kind of like a completionist. I like to do everything that I can, and that's probably why I got bored of this level, because I unlocked everything. I did everything, you know. And this is where I got my pumpkins from, and there was something else. I think this is where I got wheat, you know. So these 3 little wheat stalks covered these wheat fields here, these 2 here, and the one over there. So gotta love agriculture. Now I started building like a little coliseum type of thing here, and I stole this idea of the Sapiens Twitter page, which was, you know, how creating like a little pool, and I'm like, oh, that looks awesome. I want to try and see if that works, you know, or how does it work, and I wanted to investigate. Fortunately, it's nighttime, but you can't really see, but that's a pool of water there, right? I actually had llamas in here, alpacas, I mean, you know. Now, I'm not really happy with the whole mud brick situation, how they used like river sand and all that. It just makes it look messy, you know, so to speak. You can see it kind of looks like a mosaic here, you know, with the regular sand and the river sand, you know. And yeah, this is where I actually end up. I created like a little river here all the way, just so I can come over here and see if I can modify the terrain, you know. So that's what I did. If we take the second path, which is over here, we ended up going to my first little pit stop. Now I have all these little torches along the way, and unfortunately I had to, you know, turn them off as we were just running out of hay so quickly. Because if I press M, now I don't know if you can see. Nah, you can't really see, but everything is lit up, you know, like Christmas, you know. So you can kind of see there, that's just the river area lit up, you know, like the pathway. So imagine more so inside the village, you know. So we were just running out of hay too quickly, so I was like, you know what, just cancel it, you know. And villagers will come here and they'll actually sleep here. So I was like losing villagers, or I was wondering why they're getting hungry, you know. So created this little outdoor place here, and I end up getting like from the bedding here, and then creating these like storage areas and stuff. Where's the, oh yeah, there it is. There's the crafting areas. I end up staying here for quite a few days, just like planting all these bushes and trees, just so they can be self-sufficient here. And once they were, I end up like taking them all the way across of here. By the way, all this time I'm having to dig clay, dig soil and everything, so I can build these paths. And then I reached a certain point over here, and as I was digging, I was finding a lot of clay, so I was trying to bring them all back, you know. It took a while. Anyway, end up going to our second little checkpoint, or safe haven, and end up building another little spot here. Got some more trees and everything, and these coconut trees for my whole village actually came from down over here. So yeah, same with the banana trees as well. So, you know, it really pays, you know, pays good attention to, like, you know, look out elsewhere. Now, unfortunately, I can't go all the way over here as no one's near here, and I'm just too far. However, let's go. Let's go. I was pretty proud of this area here. Now, for some reason, I'm able to go here a little bit slowly, but slow and steady wins the race. Now, let's zoom out. Okay, for some reason, I'm able to get to this village, which is great, meaning either sapiens coming by, or no, I'm pushing out. Okay, I won't touch anything, and hopefully I just stay here. Yeah, if I go forward, I actually I go back. So, oh man, that's a shame. I would love to go forward a bit more. Alright, so let's turn a little bit this way so you can see. So, you can see here, I've also got some more stuff. You know, crafting station, storage areas, housing, campfire, food sources all around. So, you know, I was pretty pleased with what I built over here. And even further, that's how we go all the way to get these apples and the birch and aspen. So that was my build, guys. I hope you liked it. Now let's go. Oh, here everyone is. And for some reason I can't move faster than this. Oh, because it's loading everything up. Okay, that's why. Alright. And that's it, guys. That was my build. I hope you guys liked my original game. Now, I call this village Terra Nova. You know, there was a good TV show, Terra Nova, which was years back. However, there was only like a season 1, and it was such a shame, you know, that it ended, but it was pretty good. Anyway, as my villagers go to sleep, I'll bid you guys a good night, and I hope you guys liked my tour of my old village. In the next Sapiens episode, we're going to go through episode 3 of the Adam and Eve build, and we're going to resume from there. You're going to see Adam and Eve, as well as other villagers. They're getting older now. So, yeah, you know, pretty soon they're going to pass away. It's going to be a shame. However, their legacy is going to live on. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, if you've stuck around to the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.